So I got smoked in a race by a 17-year-old girl that wasn't even wearing running shoes. I learned something cool from it. Today is just really my perspective on an event that happened this past weekend. I think far too often I get really consumed with these bite-sized click things. So I wanted to take a little bit more time just to kind of detail out something cool that happened this weekend and the perspective I took away from it that I'm going to take into the year 2026. So stick around if you're just looking for some perspective and need something to listen to for the next couple minutes. So last weekend, my wife comes in the room while I'm getting the kids ready for bed. She says, "Hey, I signed you up for a 10K tomorrow morning with my cousins." Not a huge deal, right? I mean, I had already planned on running further than that the next day anyway, but I generally don't like doing competitive races. You see, I run for like mental clarity, for mental wellness. Like I find that to be therapeutic and a way for me to organize my thoughts. And when I do competitive events, I find that something in my brain just kind of triggers that. Like I make myself believe that I need a reward at the end. And that reward is usually like a binge eating on a bunch of junk food or taking a couple of days off. And my goals with fitness are exercise every day. That's the metric that I pay attention to. Did I exercise today? Yes or no? And so when I do these competitive things, I end up running harder than I normally would, and I have to take a couple days off. And at the end of the year, those are the days that add up that I pay more attention to, saying, "Hey, I missed X number of days this year." Nonetheless, I show up at the race, and I didn't even look at the map. We start, and I quickly find myself in first place, which is a bad place to be because I am not a good runner. I'm not a great runner, nor am I an elite runner. I'm just like an above average runner. I think sometimes in the army, you get this false sense of being fast because I can faster than most people in the army. But when you get into the running world, I'm slow. I'm very slow. And so when I find myself at a race, like an organized event, and I'm in front, either I'm running way too fast and I'm going to burn out, or somebody laid a tripwire behind me and everyone fell down because I should not be in the front of this thing. Nonetheless, focus forward, keep going. I hit the 5K turnaround spot and I see the time. I said, "Hey, I just PR'd my 5K. That's pretty good. I'm still feeling good." And then all of a sudden, I start hearing these footsteps. They get closer, closer. And then all of a sudden, a person comes running by me. And it's this small teenage girl, not even wearing running shoes, that just cruises right by me. And now my ego is going crazy at this point. It's like, brother, you cannot let this happen. Go. And so I'm running harder. I'm trying to catch up to her. And slowly and surely, my body lets me know that I'm not going to catch her. There's nothing that I have left in my ability that is going to make me catch her. And she slowly pulls away and gets further and further. And she ended up beating me by like a minute and a half. Now I go over to congratulate this girl at the end and just tell her that she is fast as, and find out she's a 17-year-old girl, not on the track team, not wearing running shoes, just loves to run. And I went, man, it's humbling. Right here I am, grown man. I got a degree in exercise. I've spent my whole adult life focusing on fitness. I've got a $200 pair of shoes on. And this girl, half my age, just smoked me. And it just kind of puts into perspective that like there are going to be people that are just naturally gifted and better at something, anything, whatever you choose to do. There will be people out there that are just better. And that's okay. Right. I'm not setting out to be this elite runner, the best at running. But the number of people that are better than you gets smaller the better you get at things. Right. If you compare me just in a runner's circle, I'm a nobody. If you compare me just in a weightlifting circle, I'm nobody. If you compare me just in a business circle, I'm nobody. Compare me just in a speaker circle, I'm nobody. But you compare me in a circle of runners, lifters, business, speaking, and I'm somebody. The number of people gets smaller, the better you get at things. So it's okay. People are going to be better, but you get good in enough areas. When opportunities arise, you can get great at those things as soon as you put effort into it, but you have to be good first. And so I think that was kind of the first thing that I took away from it. The second thing was I think I underestimated the importance of my kids seeing me do and achieve hard things. You see, my kids were there at the finish line. They're 2 and 3. They're cheering me on as I finish. They're wearing the medal, taking pictures. They're real excited about it. I take them to school the next day. I hear them telling their teachers, like, "Daddy won a race." And you see, my kids don't get to see me exercise all the time. When they were little, I just made it a point of you don't get a lot of sleep anyway with little kids, and I made a point of like just getting up, before everyone else got up to exercise or staying up after everybody else went to bed. So my kids don't always get to see me exercise. And since I don't do a lot of competitive races, they don't actually get to see it in action. And for them to be there to see me, to cheer me on, and they're still talking about it, that's important for me because a couple years ago, I was not a disciplined guy. And I don't think that I even realized that I wasn't disciplined until I started to open my eyes and I started to talk to other people that were disciplined. And I started to see the success they had because they were disciplined. And so I made a conscious decision that I needed to be more disciplined. And I didn't know anything at that time. And the way that I did it was I looked at the aspects of my life that were important to me. And that was like fitness, that was relationships with friends, families, significant other, it was finances, and then business and other opportunities that were more challenging than what I was currently doing at that time. And so I didn't know where to really start in these things. So my take on it was I just need to learn what I don't know. And for me, I did that by going into each one of those aspects and I would look up books I found interesting on fitness, books I found interesting on relationships and communication, books I found interesting on finances, books I found interesting on business. And I started learning this foundational platform. And in each one of those books, I would learn some nuggets of things that I could try in the real world. I started trying those things and what I saw was like my fitness got better, my communication with people got better, my relationships with my friends and family got better, my finances got better. And then the business side, I was still working a regular job. So I got better at leadership. I got better at task management and the stuff in my job. And now that's just my format for anything new or a new lane that I want to go into. I know that I need to learn something. So I go online and I find the top 10 books on whatever that thing is. And then I just consume those things. And from there, I'm getting a foundation, get some nuggets of things that I can try. And then I start applying those to the areas that I have control of, the things that I'm a part of. And I start building trust with other people. I start finding other people in those lanes that I can lean on, that can give me mentorship, that can guide me. And then eventually, what I've noticed this past year, it all started to come to a head where opportunities started arising for me. Opportunities that I would have never been ready for if I had not done all that groundwork and building trust and relationships with other people. And so when those opportunities came up, I was able to jump right in. And not only could I jump right in, even if it's an area that I'm not super comfortable with, I can jump in and I know that I have a formula for success because it's worked in every other aspect of my life. So this fun run, I got smoked by a girl. I took away some pretty valuable things. And I think going into 2026, this has given me a good foundation and a good reminder of the principles that I need to reinforce going into 2026. And I hope that if you're still listening along, that you're taking something from this too, and that you can take some of those principles into 26 with you as well. So keep moving, keep growing. We're in this together. I'll see you at the top.